Well, I'm an axe grinder, pile driver. Mama says that I never mind her. Yeah! Anyway, welcome back. Yeah, drank some water. Probably just damaged my voice doing that. Need more water. Anyway, thank you so much for hopping on here. This is the fight prediction for the Anthony Joshua Kubrat Pulev fight that's coming up December 12th. Just right around the corner there for a whole bunch of alphabet titles that Anthony Joshua has when we know the real champion is Tyson Fury. I said it, Eduardo. I know you're saying Anthony Joshua has all the belts and everything and that he rectified himself by beating Ruiz. Whatever. Eduardo, stop. So, what I'm going to do in this fight is we're going to break down both fighters, and then I'll give my prediction at the end. And we'll start out with Pulev there, 6'4". He's got a 79.5-inch reach, 6'4.5". I don't want to take away that half an inch there. Looking at him, 28-0, 14 knockouts, so he's only at a 48% knockout percentage for a heavyweight, which is not good. That's not power. If you're a 250-pound man, you should be knocking out around that 60% mark, especially in the heavyweight division. The really good ones are at 70. The really good ones are at 80. The great ones are around the 90, right? As far as when you start talking power punching and stuff like that. Now, he's a boxer. He gets out there. He's got some decent jabs, 1-2s there. Again, I said not a lot of power. Can be dirty, man. If you saw that Danu fight, he hit him when he was down and stuff, and he kind of roughhouses a little bit in there with his style. He's fairly active. He did beat Fury. Huey Fury, not Tyson Fury, but he has a Fury name on his record there. Got good wins over stepping stone fighters. So when you're looking at a Kevin Johnson, Samuel Peter, Derek Chisora, they are not the elite. They are that stepping stone. Like, if you can't beat them, you're not going to be upper echelon. Bottom line. Good fighters. Sam Peter is not what he was. So when he beat him, I'm granted he was 36 when he beat him, but still. Did I mention that Pulev is 39? So he is like he's got like maybe 2 more years. Heavyweights can stretch it out a little more than the average, your average fighter, because the bigger guys takes longer to mature and hold it on, and it's more of a power thing as opposed to that speed athleticism thing that comes up. But then friggin' Fury throws that all out the window. Yeah. Anyway, we look at it. He tends to drop his hands a lot. When he throws the left, he drops the right. When he throws the right, he drops the left. Watch the videos. I'm not lying. So he can be countered there. And if he's throwing that left, just steamroll a left hook yourself, and you got a shot at landing there. He does move. He's active. He throws jabs. He throws kind of like a hook jab as well. If you saw it from Klitschko used to do this a lot, like kind of get it out there and then give that little hook at the end of the jab, and it's really nice. Again, he's not. When I said active, it's moving. He's not necessarily active when he's punching, because he only throws about 38 punches around, which is 6 less than the heavyweight average of 44. It's not active, a lot of 1s and 1-2s with that, with him. The Cobra. It's the Cobra. Going over to Anthony Joshua, or AJ, and 6'6". He's got the 82-inch reach. He's got the 23-1 with 21 knockouts, 88% knockout ratio. So he's at that upper echelon. Obviously, his last 2 fights, he didn't get a knockout in. He got knocked out by Ruiz, and then he avenged that. And Ruiz did about everything you possibly could do to not win that fight before he even got in the ring. But Anthony Joshua, commend him for actually fighting and bringing it back to fight the man that literally boxed his ears off and beat him up. You know, with Ruiz. Ruiz had an amazing thing there, but he scraped himself up. He said, you know what, I'm going back into this. I might not have the best chin in the biz, but I got the heart to do it. And he kind of put it in there. He's like, you know, yeah. So he averaged that loss over, as I wrote it, I'm doing my best Buster Douglas impression, is what Ruiz did. Yeah, Ruiz looked like Buster Douglas did when he fought Holyfield. Watch the tape. You'll be like, oh, damn. Ragu's right. He's a good boxer. Again, his chin's not great, but he gets up. You know, if he gets hit when he's into the fight, you know, and he trains for it properly. When he's on the good supplements, he's got great power, you know, and it carries late. He doesn't start fast. It's more of a build with him. You know, he does throw the combinations. His weight, when we look at that, he's got that long jab, a nice straight right to the body, fast straight punches. He keeps distance, nice movement and stuff like that. Not so much with the head, but with the body. You know, he'll move to the back or he comes to the side, but you're not going to see a lot of that head movement with him. His hands are up. Defense is okay, but the shots will still get in and around with Anthony Joshua. Again, he keeps that distance. He's got nice movement. Hands are up. He's got the heart, and he's efficient with his punches, right? So when you look at all that stuff, you know, and his weight, again, I think this is with the supplements, varies greatly in between fights. It can be, he could fight at mid 250s or low 240s, you know, in there. And that's, you know, and you can physically see changes in him where he's not as muscular. He's more thinned out, you know, kind of thing when he's in the ring there. So we'll see. I think he's best around that 248. You know, not so much when he's up in the 250s and not so much when he's in the lower 240s. Now, I know we're only talking a couple pounds here with a heavyweight, but a couple pounds of muscle is tremendous in what it can do or can't do. So Pulev's style isn't going to keep Joshua off of him. It's not going to keep him away. I think Joshua's going to be imposing his will, and he's giving up the reach. He's giving up the height. He's giving up the size. He's giving up the power. He's given up all of these things and the age, because Joshua's only 31, which is young for where he's at in the heavyweight division. I mean, WBA, IBF, IBO, WBO. Those two titles right there didn't exist when I was growing up, by the way. And IBF had just come into picture. It was the WBC and WBA. WBC was 70% of the world recognized as the man. WBA was 30%. IBF came along because of Don King and, you know, wanted to have Larry Holmes have a title. So, and then the WBO, I don't know where that came from. That was in the 90s, you know, or late 80s, early 90s era. And then IBO, I don't know when that even came around. But he's got him. I would like to have one of them. But looking at all this, you know, I mean, I think Anthony Joshua's going to steamroll him. And if Vladimir knocked out Pulev in 10, I'm going to say Anthony Joshua does this in 6. I said it. And not because I think Anthony Joshua was better than Klitschko in his best days, but I think because Anthony Joshua, with the way their styles match up, and don't confuse that accent for him being a nice guy. He's gonna jack up Pulev on this. You're gonna see it. He's on a mission. I don't know. I guess he's on a mission to fight Fury. I wouldn't be on that mission. I would try to take all the other fights before the Fury fight. You know what I mean? Because once you fight Fury, it's over. Anyway, we'll get to that if that fight ever comes around. Please, comment, rate. Oh, Laura, I know I'm going to hear some comments. Comment, rate, subscribe on this. And if you like it, stick around, man. You know? And I'll probably go live on Friday again. to kind of talk about leading up into the fight, maybe. You know, and we can talk about the Spence fight, and we can talk about that. And some of you had brought up other fighters that we wanted to talk about. And I was like, okay, I'll check these dudes out. And Dubois was one of them. And then I watched his fight. Come on, man. Anyway, we'll talk about more of those fighters later, all right? Be safe. Be healthy. Keep punching. I'm out.